Great. And guys, as I said, as you heard this from one of the Zerg gurus of our community, big, friendly, large map where Zergs can get lots of hugs and surrounds. You remember the the Zergling Ultralisk hugs. So that's what it is going to be about. And the map they have chosen is currently Frost LE. And the map is live. And why don't you go ahead and introduce who they are?
All right, so at the bottom 7 o'clock position or 6 o'clock position, we have Axis Rude as the blue Zerg, my favorite player, of course, because he's Zerg. And on the top left, we have Mayank Axis Mayank, who is Mayank Sharma, and is playing as Protoss. But what color is green Protoss actually? And in the green trunks, so we have Protoss, and in the blue trunks we have the Zerg player, and this is a fairly large map, but they have spawned kind of in the closer position, so I don't know if that much of an advantage is there. And the drone is moving out and is scouting in the right direction first. Sorry, the probe,
And
and will see his enemy immediately.
so will the Rude's overlord, who's just going walking around and it's like, I'll get there.
With the probe walking in into the base at this time, you clearly know that he must be on a base closest to you.
Yeah.
And now he sees that, able to walk in, and should be also be able to block the expo if he decides to block the expo. If he does
Would you
decide
even
to.
scout here? To me, this is just a wasted.
Oh, he's actually clicked here. That's where he's going.
Yeah, but why would you send it there? You know where he is.
No, he does not know where he is. He just knows that he's in the closer position. So he could be here. So he
Ah.
knows he's either here or here.
But okay. I thought.
Because the probe showed up quickly.
Nah, that's right. Cool.
So if the probe was here, then he would have taken his time moving across the map.
Mm-hmm.
And now by the time this probe actually goes in even in a different direction, he'll see the overlord moving in, and he'll confirm.
Mm-hmm. Very quick gas. Why would you say that gas is so essential right now? Is that just for the 50 that he needs to go and make the cybernetics, or?
Yeah, that's the basic build right now. After you put a at 13, at around 14, you put a gas down.
Mm-hmm. And then this little pylon out here allows him to go ahead and start expanding for his expansion, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And
He doesn't want to take the risk of doing that forge fast expand. Going for a much safer build by putting his gateway down first, and we'll look at the expansion later on around 5-6 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And I think the forge should be, or something should be coming in right now, because there are 4 Zerglings. And now you might just say, hey, they're just 4 Zerglings. But 4 Zerglings can go ahead and cause some economic damage right now. Oh, the probe in the middle gets scouted out, and I think that window of opportunity goes away. Now he knows that those 4 are coming, and he should be, yeah, there he goes. He's built his Zealot. He should be fine, and there comes the mothership core, which should be able to handle any kind of pressure that finally comes in. And here comes the Zerglings, and they should be thwarted fairly fast.
There comes the expansion at 4 minutes, and the player knows it's there now, and now it's the decision: is he gonna expand? Which he is. He's gonna take his third base now.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's gonna answer. You basically, the point of this game is, again, in a ZVP, to stay a base ahead of Protoss. So Protoss goes to 2 bases, you go on 3 bases. Protoss goes on 3 bases, you go on 4 bases.
That's exactly what he's doing, just to go ahead and rub in the exact tutorial that Gautam is giving, saying just stay on one more base, stay on one more base. Fairly good saturation, which is here. He's finally going in for his 2 gases. Final gas started right now. I also have to tell you that throughout, I have been very impressed with the kind of Zerg larva infuse that Axis Rude RaviD has been doing, which is there. And he actually does that, if you look at it, on the basis of just pressing 4. He presses backspace and goes to one of his main bases, spawns the larva, and goes back and focuses on whatever he's been doing. And just to show you guys how efficient that is, we will just go ahead and focus on what he's doing, and see, there you go, he pushes there, and now it's hatchery. He's selected the larvae. He's looked at the creep tumor. He's on this part, and
This is a basic Zerg, like it's like a repetitive thing Zerg has to do basically. You do this, you spawn a creep tumor at the same time, and then you basically rinse and repeat. And you have to keep doing this every 30 seconds or so. You spawn lava, look at your creep, move some overload around to get better vision, and then repeat, 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 repeat. The whole game.
right. So, and just to go ahead and show everyone what is the kind of APM that is required, we look at about an APM of about 142. But both of them are fairly equal on APMs, and we'll keep on checking this in this game because I consider them both good players. And in the middle of battles is where we'll look at how this goes. So fairly steady 140 to 145 APM from both guys.
And a RoboWay coming out, and we should have an observer flying out any second. Yes, there is an observer in building. And with the Forge giving that +1 upgrade, I think he just might end up doing the same build as last time. He does? Let's wait and see what he does, actually.
Yeah, but one of the things which I saw him do fairly better against Nikunj was very good pylon spread. This time there is the map control in terms of sight is actually sitting just
Zerg has a better chance of getting more map control. He still put up his pylons, hidden pylons all over the place. In this case, it's only one here.
yeah.
And now the first scout comes in to see what the Zerg is up to. The +1 ground weapon level 1 has started, and evolution chamber has finished. And luckily this time his layer is finished at the same time. So now he can get some upgrades going.
And you only see one forge instead of two, which we've been consistently seeing. What do you have to say about that?
He's probably looking for an earlier attack and doesn't want to spend money and gas into putting 2 upgrades because these upgrades are expensive. 150, so that's a lot of gas. 300 gas this early into upgrades. Now he's looking to get his third, and they're going into that macro game.
Yeah, and I think this game should be about a longer 15-20 minute game than the standard 10-12 minute game, unless you see this huge army just starting to go ahead and say, what?
Whoa, did you notice this?
Yeah. So
look at that.
Yeah, so the army is there. He's been scouted.
There's no third base.
Yeah. He cancelled the third base just to go ahead and juke him. And now this observer should be like, holy macaroni, incoming Zerg swarm.
Yep, and these roaches will come up from behind. He has to go up the ramp or go into the corner there, and he puts the slow on them, and he's very nicely split them across.
And he's even got the photon overcharge going because that was essential for him to go ahead and start getting. And this is a fairly good attack that is going on right now. The entire time static field is actually going to be working fairly well for this. And the biggest kill is currently the photon overcharge. It's got 4 kills, and he should be able to go ahead and push this back fairly well. That's again great defense.
He's missing that speed. That speed is only 5 seconds away right now, and that speed would have helped him out a lot to get in there and give these stalkers a hug, a friendly hug, and a little acid on their face. But I guess he couldn't wait. He just could not wait. And now walking in, he's gonna lose these roaches as well. So, but decides to back off. Now this is
disaster because he's now taking his third base fairly late. And
this is the time where he should be looking at a 4th base, and now he's taking his 3rd base. But now he realized he doesn't have much option, so he's going ahead and attacking and he's just trying to lose all his units actually.
And he's just like into one corner. He's going to be like, back out somewhere, anywhere.
Yeah, this is not looking good. Rude under a lot of pressure here, and he is making errors and mistakes. And now on his way back to the base is now, in this case, if you look at the workers tab, if you look at the income tab, actually, he's behind.
Well, he is countering with what I think is a very good move, which is he's going for Spire right now. And actually it's a tech switch, and you might say it's a good thing or not. But we've not seen, although we've seen Mayank being very defensive, but he's been very good defensive, right? He's always been And he's been phenomenal in defense, but he's not been great in straight on offense against someone. So maybe that is the opportunity that is going to be available for Ravi to go and say, hey, this is time for me to tech switch and start and get a couple of mutas out there, because he needs that air superiority, because he's suffering without it.
Yep, and there's a lot of immortals on the field. These roaches are going to be melted so quickly, and the army is now deciding to move out. And guess what? He cannot make too many roaches now because he's putting all his money into mutas.
Mm.
And so mutas will come out, and with all this much stalkers, they won't be able to do much. So the ground army has to do a lot of work here to keep the mutas alive.
Mm.
So let's look at the unit tab right now. He has 12 lings and 6 roaches. This is not looking good.
Poor Muta, he's just going to be like, ah.
There you go, and Muta's in trouble already. One Muta going down. Another half health now. This is not looking good for Ravi here. And the observer sees it all. He sees what's going on. And he's just gonna walk in right here. There's nothing he can do. There's no ground army left.
No.
And he's put his money into mutas. He's not able to use the mutas for what they're meant for, is to harass the other base. And now he's just gonna have to suffer and just roll over.
Yeah, he should move all these overlords. Yeah. And there he goes. He's gonna try and engage, and some
Losing
kind of
more mutas.
just
as
bad
well.
rally, just really bad rally. He needs to engage right
And
now.
he engages, and this is GG right here.
Yeah, that's a GG.
Yep. Time warp going down as well, slowing down those links. And this is what he needed. He needed a lot of links and mutas. That's all he needed to counter this, but not been able to. And losing all of his army. If you look at the production tab, more mutas being made. This is again a mistake. With this amount of stalkers, mutas can't do much.
No.
Yeah, but I believe he's also low on lava as well. So that's the reason why he's just dumping them into this.
Yeah, well, that's he is tanking so much gas right now. I think he would be like Saudi Arabia right now. But he
Yep, he's walking into the base. If he keeps the immortals in the front, they'll be able to melt down a lot of things very quickly. Immortals not getting the shot that they want. There you go, finally immortals getting to shoot something. And look at how quickly the buildings go down if immortals are shooting at them. This is only one immortal shooting at that time. And there you go, Root gives a smiley face, which should go into a GG any second now. And Root actually decided to do a base race here with the Protoss. And win for the Team Axis. There you go, shout out to the Team Axis there. Bye, Root.
Yeah, there you go, man. He's everyone. He might have a name called Rude, but he is a sport man. And